Alrighty guys, gonna do another quick tutorial for you. This one about the different Odyssey equipment that you can equip. This will probably be a real big focus point for you, as you'll find yourself switching in between equipment and everything to find what works best for you and your play style, and the missions that you choose to do. So first off, I'm here at the there we go. I am here at Jameson Memorial, so that way I can show you guys all the weapons and supplies that you can get. Keep in mind, stock varies from station to station. If you've already unlocked that sweet elite status in something, Shinrada, Desra, and Jameson Memorial is the place to go. But checking on out Pioneer Supplies, here we go. We're going to come on in. We're going to talk to the shopkeep, Everett Anderson. So first, I'm going to go through the different suits, the different equipment, and what that all entails. A couple of things here. I'm going to move myself on down, so that way you can see some stuff. So, looking at the suits first, you have 3 basic suits in addition to your flight suit that is auto defaulted in for you. First things first is we have the Dominator suit. This is your war suit. This is really great. I use it a lot. Probably not as much as the Maverick suit. So the Dominator suit comes, of course, with your charger. Charge on up your suit and your profile analyzer. Keep in mind, you can always flip those to do their illegal versions. Energy Link instead zaps people instead of just absorbs energy from battery or from, charge ports. Profile Analyzer can also clone security profiles when placed into the illegal mode. The Dominator suit comes equipped with 2 primary weapons. That's what makes this suit so great for war. You can carry a laser, you can carry a kinetic, you can carry a plasma, and a version of the other 2. Very handy. And then on top of that, you still get your secondary weapon. Phenomenal. Because of this, you don't have a third tool. Instead, you have that extra weapon. You can carry 3 of the offensive grenades, 2 of the defensive grenade. You get 2 batteries, 2 health packs, and you can carry 1 E-breach. Manticore Dominator suit. Very great. You can see its stats over here on the right hand side of the screen. And of course, as you upgrade it, some of those things get better and better. We'll talk about upgrades here in just a moment. So moving on from the Dominator suit, we have the Maverick suit. This is your all-purpose suit. I tend to use this one the most. Couple of things about it. It's good for fighting. It's not good for drawn out engagement or war. You get your energy link, your profile analyzer, but you also get an arc cutter. It's basically just a slice and dice to get you into panels. Very effective, very useful, but it will drain your battery very fast if you use that arc cutter a lot. So keep that in mind. You only get 1 weapon and one primary weapon, 1 sidearm. I personally like to use the sniper rifle and the plasma pistol and or the laser pistol as well, the burst one. We'll go over that. You get all those fun things. You get 2 grenade, 2 frags, 1 shield disruptor, 1 shield generator grenade. You get 1 med pack. Yikes! Don't forget about that. You get 2 batteries and 2 E-breaches. Very handy for your consumables. You will take damage a lot faster in this than you will in your Dominator suit. The shield generation is also a little bit slower, but this has the bigger default backpack. So if you're raiding a settlement or anything, take the Maverick suit if you need to get stuff. When I'm completely wiping out a pirate settlement or something, I will start in my Dominator suit and I'll just start, eliminating enemies. And then once they're all gone, I'll switch to the Maverick suit. I typically also go out in an SRV So it makes it easy to switch back and forth. The third suit type is called the Artemis suit. Very handy. This image is very shocking and weird. The Artemis suit you should only use if you are doing xenobiology. That's what it's for. You don't have good shield health. You don't have good armor. You have a very long-lasting battery. Your jump jets on this thing are phenomenal. It's very handy for walking around and getting stuff. As you can see over in the tools, we have that third tool, the genetic sampler. That's a very handy tool. You use your secondary to shoot out basically a scan, a pulse, to see if there's any biological data to be garnered from like bacteria on the ground. Maybe some like grass or something is growing. Maybe there's like a little tree or something. You can use that scanner. It'll show you blips that you can go up to. Then you use your your primary fire on that guy to take a sample. Might only need one. You might need a few, and go to a variety of different locations. Take that on into Vista Genomics for some good money. Recently, probably about a month or two ago, this is March 2023, probably around January or so, they really upped the money payout for xenobiology research. I personally, this is my tinfoil hat, I think that there is something out there in the galaxy, xenological related, that we need to find as a player base to give us an edge over the Thargoids. But again, that's me. That's my tinfoil hat. Moving on. You get a primary and a secondary with this. Keep in mind, this suit really is not for fighting. You only get one of each grenade, one med pack, 3 batteries, and 1 e-breach. Those are your suits. Now, as you go upgrading your suits, which we'll talk about here in a bit, some of these stats can improve, as well as you unlock slots here to put in upgrades. We'll talk a little bit about that later. Moving on from the suits, we'll start talking about the weapons that you can carry. First of all, we're going to start with, we'll start with all manufacturers and we'll just go from there. Coming from Takata, we have 3 weapons. You have the primary weapon, the Aphelion, the rifle, the laser rifle. You have the laser carbine, which is, like I've said before, a submachine gun. And you have the Zenith Burst laser pistol. Personally, I am a mid to long range fighter in Odyssey content, so I am running the laser rifle on my Dominator suit. Keep in mind, these are thermal. They take down shields fast. They do not hurt the body very much. It's very similar to how laser weapons on your ship don't do a ton of hull damage as opposed to like multi-cannons or cannons. So, as you upgrade your weapons, they will increase in damage, and you will unlock the slots for upgrades as well. Keep in mind the different fire modes, as the Zenith pistol is a burst. I really like it. It just doesn't hit quite as hard sometimes. Moving on in, we will go by this. Moving on into Karma armaments, also known as the Kinetics. You have your AR-50. It's an automatic rifle. You got an automatic submachine gun, also called a carbine. Shoot this guy in short bursts. Don't go crazy with it. Don't do a spray and pray with this. You can spray and pray pretty efficiently with the AR-50. You also have the rocket launcher. Phenomenal. You get a shot on target with this against most NPCs, gone. You only get 2 shots though, and then you gotta reload, and it takes you a while to reload. Headshots don't matter with this guy. It's pretty good. And then you also have the semi-automatic Karma 50. It's the pistol. It's a pretty handy sidearm, but it's a semi-automatic. It's kinetic. It only does a little bit of damage, as you can see. I prefer the burst over that. Moving on over to Manticore. The same guys, Interesting. The same guys that bring you the Dominator suit, these are the plasma weapons. Plasma weapons will do damage to shield and to body. However, in total, they typically do less damage than their laser or kinetic counterparts. However, if you're looking for a general all-purpose weaponry, welcome to the Manticore line. First off, you have your hand cannon, your Manticore Tormentor. One shot, super strong. It's basically a revolver hand cannon, like if you're familiar with Destiny or anything like that. Headshot damage is multiplied by 2. The recoil on this bad boy is bad, but if you get that shot on, 7.5 points of damage when typically someone's shield is 13 to 15. That's pretty quick and easy to kill somebody with one mag. Very great. High recoil. It's a hand cannon. The Manticore Oppressor. I wish this bad boy was better than it is. This is a really great rifle. It's very fun to use. It's very versatile. However, the damage on it is awful. It only does 0.8 damage a shot. You get it a range of 35 meters, 50 round magazine. It's got good output, like the rate of fire is pretty solid. Maybe with some upgrades it'd be worth it, but it's an automatic. It's great. It doesn't hit as hard as I wish it did. Coming on over to my favorite, the Manticore Executioner. This is your sniper rifle. 3 round magazine, which sucks. Headshot damage times 3. You got 100 meter range, and let me tell you, that bad boy flies. However, like it just sails, but the projectile speed is extremely slow. You're gonna have to take a lot of practice to get good at long distance shots with this thing, and I mean it. It is the slowest shot ever in the game. So slow. But for assassination type missions, this is great because your enemy will just be doing their little patrol route and stopping here and stopping there without their shield on. One shot kills somebody, one shot breaks shields, 2 shots in total to bring an enemy down. Further upgrades and everything, I currently have mine, I think at a grade 3 or 4. And even against fully endgame Odyssey enemies, this guy takes their shields down pretty fast and still kills them once I'm after the shield. Great weapon. Takes a lot of practice to get used to. At medium range, pretty effective. Last but not least is something that I haven't played around with too much. But this is your Intimidator. It's a plasma shotgun. And it, at close range, is the best thing ever. But you only get 2 shots. That's insane to me. 2 shots. Boom, boom, you're reloading. Damage is great. It's plasma. It'll hurt their shields. It'll hurt their body. Maybe 2 shots is all you need. I don't like to take that risk, personally. However, with some upgrades, you can increase the damage substantially, and there are upgrades for slotting in larger magazine size. So keep that in mind. Those are our 3 weapons types right now. Something that I noticed that I haven't seen before is when you sort by all manufacturers, it is possible that we might see Supertech or Remlock throw out some weapons in the future. Just depends on if the devs decide to grace us with additional Odyssey content. So, we've talked a little bit about the suits. We've talked a lot about the weapons. Now we need to talk about how to make those things better. So we come on over here to upgrade or sell suits. So basically, you're going to see some of my stuff right here. As you get some of these materials and everything, and you say, hey, I want my armor to be stronger, I want my shield generator faster, you're going to need to upgrade your suits. And in order to do that, we'll look at my level 2 Maverick suit that I don't use anymore. So that way you guys can see. What you can see here versus the empty suits is you can see this empty engineer modification slot. So basically, how Odyssey engineering goes for both suits and weapons, you have to pay the material and money fee to upgrade it to the next grade. Everything we looked at before was like a grade 1, like my flight suit here. Okay? Then, once you get to grade 2, you can it increases some stats, typically your shield, strength, and regeneration. And then it also unlocks an upgrade slot for that item, for that suit or weapon. With that, you have to then go do an engineering grind just like you do with regular stuff. You know, the ships and the ship modules and everything. You have to go and build up your rep with that engineer, unlock them, unlock that upgrade, then pay the cost for that upgrade. In this case, I could upgrade my Maverick suit to level 3, but I already have one. But here you can see I need 5 suit schematics, 5 health monitors, 5 power regulators. This is a lot of things that I have stored up that I showed you in the basic tutorial video because they're so important. Manufacturing instructions, I wish I knew how important those were before so I could start grinding them. They're so hard to get. Carbon fiber plating, graphene, these are all things that you need. Some of these you can trade for. Suit schematic, power regulator, manufacturing structures, you can't. Health monitors, sometimes. They're hard to find, which is why I have 94 of them. So, you have to pay the money cost, the materials cost, and then you select upgrade. Okay? You can also go into suit schematics and customize everything. As you can see, I have like on this guy, I have like belt and everything on. Whoops. But upgrading your suit builds up your shield strength. Your shield regeneration gets quicker, and it unlocks a new modification slot. That can range anywhere from a bigger backpack, long-range sensors. There's a night vision for Odyssey suits, which apparently is really hard to find and really hard to get. I don't have it yet, obviously. I can't wait because, oh my goodness, using a flashlight sucks. So having night vision would be really important, especially on some of my suits there. Actually, I think I throw it on every suit. Of course, you can always increase your battery life. You can also increase like your jump jets, your sprint duration, and everything. It's really important to get those upgrades if you're really looking to do a lot of Odyssey content and Odyssey endgame content. Okay? So that's a little bit about how you upgrade suits. I'll show you here. I've almost got my Dominator suit up to level 5. I'm missing just 3 power regulators and 5 titanium platings. Really close, and I can't wait. Because then you can see, you know, my shield strength will be at 37.7 once I get up there. That means I could take like 2 or 3 sniper rounds before my shields go down. Like, that's pretty significant. My shield generation goes up even faster. Then I can slot in up to 4 upgrades on this bad boy, and you know, just really be able to kill some enemies. So same kind of thing. So that's how you upgrade your suits. Same kind of thing with your weapons. You can see here I've got my Karma AR-50. Very handy, very versatile weapon. The damage rate, it would go up to 2. I have to get tungsten carbide and weapon components and pay the $3.75 million to upgrade it to grade 4. Gives me that extra slot, right? And then I can go and get stuff like better handling, increased magazine size. I currently at this time do not think there's an engineer that can improve damage, which sucks. Shield bypass, which also sucks because I want that on my sniper so bad. Or projectile speed. I don't think there's any upgrades for those 3 yet because those are all the weaknesses that I would improve on my sniper rifle. I really love the sniper. I think it's one of the best guns in the game. But so you have your AR-50. Here's that carbine that you can improve. You know, everything like that. I did just pick this up in one of my last videos. This one has increased headshot damage. That's pretty neat. I picked this up at a station. Some stations have a one time per day per one commander. So only one commander out of the whole player base can go to that station and buy a pre-upgraded weapon or suit. And it's not every station, and you kind of have to hunt them down. I got lucky in a video, and I showed him this, and I bought it. So there you be. Manticore Oppressor went from 0.8 at rank 1 to 1 at grade 2. Kind of sucks. But yeah, so you can see, a lot of my weapons and stuff. Here's my level 2 laser rifle. My level 3 with a beautiful skin Executioner. Doing 26 points of damage at grade 3. I think at grade 5 it will be the ultimate death machine. See that? I just need chemical super base. I've been hunting it. So that's everything you need to know about the suits, the weapons, how to upgrade them. The engineering grind, I'm not even close to being in a good place to do a video about it, but it's very similar to the engineering grind for ships. You'll have a couple of engineers that are just common knowledge. You'll go to them, unlock them through their requirements. They will not only have their own reputation to grind up and build, but they will also, actually it's a little bit different, so they don't really have reputation, but in order to unlock the next Odyssey engineer, they'll have another mission requirement. So like one of the regular engineers is like, bring me X amount of landmines, or something like that. This for Odyssey, and then they're unlocked, and then you just build up their reputation and they tell you about the next guy. With Odyssey, it's a little bit different. You have to do whatever mission, bring them 10 microcapacitors or something like that, and then they're like, hey, I do know somebody, but you got to make it worth my while to tell you, bring me 15 chemical super bases or 15 doses of push. That'll unlock the next engineer, and then you keep doing that, and then you keep going. That's a little bit about the Odyssey grind of engineering, as well as how to unlock all the suits, all the weapons, how to improve them, and that should be about all you need to know. Always make sure... Oh wow, e-breaches are not available at Jameson Memorial. Shocking. I'm pretty sure they're only available in Anarchy and low security systems. But, so always make sure you're well stocked up on your grenades, med kits, and energy cells. Alright, that should be it, guys.